Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cox Connections. Brad Grundmeyer, Director of Public Government Affairs for Cox, Louisiana. Thank you so much for tuning into our show. In this segment, we're going to be talking to really what is an incredible industry that is taking place in Louisiana. What's called South Coast or Third Coast or whatever. The film and music, for that matter, and television industry has just really blossomed, obviously due to some great credit incentives by the state. And really, Louisiana is now, if not surpassing New York and other prominent cities that have in the past had such a great experience with films and movie and music, etc., that it's really showing some great dividends, if you will, for so many people that are involved in the industry. And I'm happy to be joined by Ms. Lolita Burrell and Shanda Quintal. Quintal. Oh, I missed it. Sorry about that. Shanda, and who are both involved with the Louisiana actors and film industry. Both created it, if my understanding is correct, yeah?
Shanda
did?
Yeah.
Excellent. And so what we're going to talk about is a little bit about your involvement, but more so, we're going to talk about the 4th Annual Louisiana Actors and Film Industry Conference coming up in September. So thank you both for coming by today. Great to have you.
Thanks for having us.
I was mentioning a little bit before we started, for yourself, Shanda, how did you get involved in the film industry? Was it here in Louisiana, or was it outside?
Yeah, kind of. I kind of had always dreamed of acting as a child, but I was in New Orleans, so not quite sure what to do.
Right.
And I think by the time when I was around 21, a friend brought me to his agent and said, "Hey, look, just come do some print work, some commercial work, make some easy money." And I was like, "Okay." And so I did that for a few years, probably 6 or 7 years, and then I finally made the move out to California. I found an acting coach, studied diligently, got SAG eligible, and then eventually made my way back home.
Very nice. Well, welcome back home.
Thank you.
And what about for yourself, Lolita? You have you done any film work before? Or you just really were interested in the film industry?
Actually, no, I've not done film work, but I do have a very creative nature. I'm a CPA and an internal auditor by trade, but I used to sing jazz music. I bet you didn't know that from
no,
me.
exactly.
We knew each other at Norley, but no, I never disclosed that. But I used to do music, so I have an interest in the arts. And I do have an interest in community, as you know, so this is supporting the arts community. And I was glad to join Shanda when she asked me to come on board.
Absolutely. Shanda, obviously you saw creating Louisiana actors and film industry a need. What does the organization actually represent, and what does it do?
Well, actually, it grew organically from my own personal desire to kind of hang with my tribe.
Grassroots.
Yeah, I wanted to be around other actors and learn more about the Louisiana industry, and so we started meeting once a week. And we did that for probably 2 or 3 months, and then industry people called and said, "Hey, can we come talk to your actors?" So acting coaches and talent agents were looking for new talent. And after having industry speakers come for a couple of months, one of them said, "Have us all together on one day, and then we can hit everybody at one time." So that's how the conference came about.
And that's a great segue, because the 4th annual, congratulations now on your 4th annual Louisiana Actors and Film Industry Conference coming up on September 28th and 29th at the Pan American Life Building in the Conference Center. It's actually a phenomenal facility, and I think very appropriate for what you're going to be doing. Tell me a little bit about, well, first off, this expo is the largest, correct, in the Gulf South or in the state, or how significant is it?
It's in the Gulf South. In fact, in doing my research, all I've been able to come up with are conferences similar to this in Los Angeles and in New York. Other areas will have specific, meetings or seminars or workshops, but not really a whole entire industry. And the only reason we can do that here is because we are right behind LA and New York.
Yes, absolutely.
If we didn't have the talent down here and the infrastructure being built and the crews, it wouldn't really work.
And I'm sure you had very humble beginnings on the 1st annual, or the inaugural.
Yes.
But it seemed like it's grown. Who is the audience of those who you think aspire to attend the conference?
It varies, really. We have child actors, parents and child actors who have 8, 9, 10-year-old kids who are interested in coming, or who have been doing maybe some commercial work or some day player work and want to move up and meet the casting directors and try and network that way. We have people who are retirees and who are like, look, I want to just go hang out and have fun on the movie set, and so they're extras, and then they want. they're aspiring to get maybe a line or two, but not really go on and fully develop a full
And then also
career.
there's those that we think we were talking earlier who maybe are writers or maybe
Right.
screenwriters or have the gift of that, and that they're interested in meeting those people because it's an entree into the industry. So really it's really for anyone who is interested or a part of the industry currently.
Oh, most definitely. As far as the filmmakers, for the first 3 years, I only had programming for actors.
Right.
This is the first year for filmmakers dedicated. Friday is totally dedicated to filmmakers. But for the prior 3 years, they were showing up for the actors conference and trying to learn what they could
Excellent.
from the
Yeah.
professionals on the panels at that point. So.
Lolita, tell me a little bit of some of the sponsors, more so the partners who are here, and what benefits are they going to be seeing at the expo, being a partner or a sponsor?
Okay, well, our title sponsor is Breakdown Services, and that company is based in Los Angeles and was founded by Gary Marsh, who his company is actually integral to the film industry. And he started it back in the 70s, and he recognizes that the expo is integral to the workforce development and the infrastructure development here, and wants to fully support us, and has, from my understanding, from day one.
That's
He's
awesome.
been there every year and now is our title sponsor. We have some local sponsors such as Novak, New Orleans, Video
Access Center,
Access
New Orleans
Center,
Video
yes.
Center.
You can go ahead and
Okay.
expound on that.
Louisiana Film and Video Magazine. And we're also funded partially, well, a contribution was made by the city of New Orleans, so it's not really a full funding opportunity,
Yep.
but they're totally supportive behind it.
We're talking about the 4th Annual Louisiana Actors and Film Industry Conference. There's the information on the screen, September 28th and 29th at the Pan American Life Building, located at 601 Poydras on the 11th floor. More information, go to louisianaactorsexpo.com. And real quick, what type of panelists, or more so the type of panels that you will be offering?
Ooh, we have a headshot and resume critique, casting director critique, where they're going to look at taped auditions and kind of judge which ones are good, which ones will make the call back,
Yeah.
what could be tweaked. We have a film finance forum, which is really, really, I'm most proud of some of the new stuff in the Filmmakers Day, because it's the first time I'm able to introduce things to the filmmakers. So the film finance forum will teach them how to take advantage of the tax credit incentives here. Basically, how to finance your whole package, basically. Pitch to Producers is not really a contest, but more or less a call for entries for people to submit their projects and then have an opportunity to pitch their projects to producers and hopefully get funded. There's the Treatment Project, where people will learn how to market their screenplays.
Right.
So there's a lot of really good meaty programming for filmmakers and actors.
And a couple of names you mentioned earlier, Meg Lewis, who does Treme, she'll be there as a
Megan Lewis is a casting director from Treme. There's Brent Caballero, Ryan Glorioso, Lisa Marie Dupree. They have come. Lisa's come every year. Ryan's come this will be his 3rd year. Brent's, I think this will be his 3rd year as well. Beth Sepko is a casting director out of Austin, and she cast the new Dallas that's out now. Eric Thompson is a representative of 20th Century Fox, and he's come every year to speak about the business side of the
And it's
industry.
so refreshing to me because it speaks about the volume and the success that we've had here in the state in this industry, and kudos to all those that have been involved, and thank you for the two of you, for Louisiana Actors and Film Industry, for what you were able to create. Let's sort of let everybody again remind you of the 4th Annual Louisiana Actors and Film Industry Conference coming up on September 28th to 29th. The tickets are $75 per day, but we encourage you to go online to louisianaactorsexpo.com to get those registrations done in advance. $75 per day. Again, September 28th and 29th at the Pan American Life Building. It's going to be fantastic, and I can't thank you, Lolita and Shanda, for coming by today, and for the great work that you're doing. Best of luck on a great conference on the 4th Annual one, and thanks for coming by today.
Thank you.
Good seeing you as
Thank
well. Yeah.
Thank you very
All the
much.
best to you. Okay. Continued success. All right, everybody. That wraps up this segment of Cox Connections. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.